when capture the lightning before before the spigot runs out. There's the last drop of water has fallen, but it's interesting because if there's usually a singular process that most people like to sort of they're working with, and something eventually drains the creativity or something. And it's so amazing about the way that we sort of work in the creative process is that there's so many different ideas, that we're not just a solo act. We're not just one guy with a guitar playing, and that there's so many ideas between Daniel and Josh and Sam and myself that it's really kind of interesting.
And we do like to leave space and communicate in a nonverbal way. It's just like a musical language. It's like the most fun.
You mean you want the song to breathe some? And
And to like what you said, it's interesting. I mean, to like the album that we've finished now, our next album will be very different than that, and so on and so forth to the previous.
Yeah, I think the well will only run dry if you stick to a formulaic means of production.
Right.
If you stick to the same method of writing a song.
We were always very much, away. We were not interested in putting the song on a conveyor belt,
Yeah.
And then
Never.
go down the line.
Well, I
Beating
think
it to death.
there's a trap you can fall in. You're going to have diehard fans who are going to like, no, this is Greta Van Fleet. You can't alter that sound, But on the other hand, you look at the Beatles.
Yeah.
They altered their look and their sound 4 times at least, and it was like 4 new bands, And I think I can prolong your longevity for many years if you continue to, which I think you will grow like you guys are going.
Yeah.
So you've traveled the world. Do you have a favorite concert you've done?
Ooh, that's a tough question.
Such a very tough
question.
I don't know.
Every concert's very different.
I would say right
They
here.
are.
This is the best one.
This is one of the good
Actually,
ones.
municipal auditorium.
That was really
good
wonderful.
Stairs.
Yeah, for those who don't know, there's a 10,000 seat, very historic arena above us, the Nashville Historic Municipal Auditorium,
Yeah.
opened in 1962. And like I tell people, the Beatles and Hendrix did play here. Other than that,
Just about everyone.
just about everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was another one of those
a
things.
wonderful show.
I suppose you get to check off the list because of its,
Did you
significance.
video it?
No, I don't think we did film it.
Hmm.
Wish we would have.
I wish we had.
Yeah,
Just have to come
and
back.
There's always retrospection or something like,
Right,
probably
wish we
would have been a good idea.
recorded
Actually, I think there's footage from the show in the My Way Soon
Oh,
video.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there,
Super
but we
8.
did shoot Super 8 stuff there actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of my favorite shows are in South America.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to ask, was outside of the States.
Yeah.
What's
I
your
think
favorite place to
outside
play?
of the States?
I like
Similarly,
Bologna. Was
maybe-
I was about to say
Bologna was
too.
an amazing show. It was
Italy,
just, there was a field of people that just as far as the eye could
It's
see.
huge. It was, I think it was about
And I'd never worn a jumpsuit, but I zipped onto the jumpsuit, got on stage, and it was like,
Was it
we
the
have
first time
arrived.
you
It was
ever
great. It
wore one of
was
those?
really exciting. And lots of people came, very, very interesting people.
Now,
and
was this
friends.
a Greta Van Fleet show, or was it a show with other artists?
This was a Greta Van
It was a
Fleet
Greta
show.
show,
It was.
I think it was about 17 or 18,000 people. The day started with the heaviest rain you've ever seen in your life.
That's right.
I got invited to go an hour away and drive Lamborghinis.
That's right.
And,
It's a good day for you.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it
long
was
day.
I was
Good
I was
day.
pent up practicing some licking. I remember that pretty fondly.
I was meeting with some gentleman that came in. I was a fan of his work. I thought he could do the album art,
Yeah.
the new album art. So he came out. We got
snippet.
talking, and
Snippets of
Yeah.
time.
it was a wild day.
But then everybody showed up despite the rain.
Now,
Great
was
audience.
that a normal hour or a Lamborghini hour, or what?
Who knows? Just like this was like Musicians Hall of Fame. It was like 25 minutes, I think we were in there.
Yeah,
Right. yeah.
I hear you. Well, what's the due date on the release on the album?
Oh, boy.
April 16th.
Yeah, 16th.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, somewhere there.
I believe that says.
So, how are you looking at, like,
Maybe.
I mean, the business is like totally changed from when I was in it. There's just not, that I know of, record sales much anymore. I mean, do you, not trying to get into your business, but I mean, it's pretty. I think is it kind of like it was in the '50s, where it's mostly you're making your money on the road, or
Definitely making
And airplay-
money on the road. And
that's the great thing about you, all of you being writers here. ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC? What do you?
well, the other great thing is we love to play live. You know, a
What was
lot of
ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC? What are you writers?
It's a great question.
Let's see. Business.
I think it's BMI.
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 Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds,
Yeah.
that's
so all
right.
of you
That's right.
get
Yeah.
quarterly, or plus, yeah. So that's a big thing for you. You know.
Yeah.
Have you bought houses?
I have not.
Do you even
I
need a
did.
house yet?
I hope
did.
not. I fear domestication. You know.
Yeah. It's
Like I'm not ready for
definitely
that. I'm not ready for
Yeah,
that.
it was at the beginning of the pandemic, and we all decided that we needed to be somewhere instead of just being troubadours, just going around the
Yeah.
globe.
Suppose that was our home. The
That
road
was our home.
Nashville was that place.
So
that,
this,
yeah, it made a lot of sense.
It forced us to domesticate in some way or
Well,
another.
we in and out all the time. You know?
Right. I was going to say, do you even?
If we're in
Yeah.
the United States, we're between New York, Nashville, or Los Angeles.
Right.
And we were here so often, and so much of
Yeah.
our. I mean, so we also grew up coming down here. Our grandparents lived in
Crossville.
Crossville.
Yeah, so every summer
So
we come down.
We
and
come
go
down here,
go
like
camping
Ozone
and-
Falls and stuff. We'd be camping over there in a lot of those regions. So it was also really familiar to us in some way.
Didn't y'all record it? Was it Blackbird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How'd you like that?
Loved
It
Black.
was great. Yeah, we.